Karibu. Amen. Tumebaki na muda mfupi sana, kwa hivyo hatungependa kupoteza sana. Asante.
Good morning, everyone. I wish to take this opportunity to read the eulogy of my late nephew, Albert Omondi Ojwang. Albert Omondi Ojwang was born on the 7th July 1994 in a village called Kakoth. He was the only child to Mzee Meshak Ojwang Opiyo and Mama Yukabeth Adhiambo Ojwang. Albert began his education at St. Mary's Goretti in 1997 at Mawego. He later moved to Malindi, where he joined Ganda Primary and later sat his KCPE at Msangoni Primary. He sat his KCSE at Barani Secondary School in the year 2014. He performed so well and joined Pwani University, where he graduated in the year 2023. His Christian life. He was raised under Baptist Convention Church, baptized at Fellowship Baptist Church in Malindi. He was an active member of River Baptist Church until his demise. Albert met his wife, Nevnina Anyango, in the year 2021. They were blessed with one child, George Miles Omondi, alias Albert Jr. Albert was a teacher of CRA and history and government. He practiced his profession at Sabaki Make Secondary School, Kituma School, and Moi Boys, where he was a rugby games teacher as well. He was also a blogger and a writer. He had a deep love for people. He was friendly and approachable. His home and indeed his life was always open to others, full of laughter, shared meals and stories. He was a great Manchester United fan. He loved music, and Inda was his favorite local musician. His demise. He was well and healthy until his day of demise. He died under unclear circumstances in police custody. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you. Now, something little that we can remark from the demise of my late nephew, Albert. In this country, we are now grappling with a few things. We are at a bridge, and we shall cross it. We have a bridge of generation gap. The internet and technology has gone too far and too fast. And we need to find a way of bridging those who are on it now and those that technology is leaving just a bit, so that we come to a compromise of understanding what the current generation are doing and what we used to do before. We need to bridge it and try to understand it. Because we may take the children right now, the young boys right now, to be on offense, while for sure it is us to bridge it. Number 2, bridging the police force and the police service. there was a police force, and we all underwent a lot of issues with the police force. Now, with the 2010 Constitution, we have police service. Yet, probably the leaders we have in the police service now underwent all their training during the police force. And therefore, trickling down effect, we may still have police force instead of police service. It's a bridge we need to cross. We have a bridge of poverty and perception. There is a lot of poverty in this country, and there is perception of it also in this country. We need to work so hard on the bridge of how to view poverty versus perception of it. What do we perceive of a poor person? What do we perceive of a rich person? What is the real richness and what is the real poverty? And what about the perception? It's a bridge we need to cross. And finally, we have to bridge in what has come in as joblessness and youth expectation. The country's economy, the joblessness that exists, and the youth perception. Where do we stand with our youth today? What is the economic activities that they are doing or present for them, and how do we bridge that? And the last one I would comment regarding the demise of my late nephew, Albert Ojwang, is bridging the raw power, reasoning, and morality. Everybody is just okay until some power gets into him. And this is a serious issue that we need to address in this country. What is the extent at which you are powerful? Where is your power? Where is the bridge between the power you have and the reasoning that should go with it? Is there morality? It's also a big challenge to the church. Where did morality go to? How do we bridge morality and raw power? Thank you so much.
Okay, asante sana Bwana John kwa mambo ya eulogy. Tumesapata habari jinsi ambao kijana alizaliwa bila mekua hadi mahali ambao amepata kufika. So in this special time, before I give others that will be able to give tribute, we'd love to hear from the family. I know that we have different groups that will be able to give a minute each to speak. So I want to bring in, first of all, the person that has been very close and the spokesperson of the family to be the first one to give the tribute. Na mujue tuko church. Yeah, mujue tuko church. Mujue tuko church. Na tuwe church tuko na program na mpango. So Ken, please, can you come over? I'm told you are the first one to give the tribute.
Good morning, everyone. As I begin, I want to invite Brother Julius to come over. There's something he's going to say after us. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has come to mourn with us. My heartfelt and sincere condolence first goes to the immediate family members and to every one of us, my brother, and Evening, and Minomondi. I want to pray that God may give you strength. At this time, it is only the strength that comes from God that can console. It is only God who can give peace. It says the strength and peace that no one can give. May God give you that peace. I want to say thank you because a lot has been said and a lot will be said about Albert. But mine is to thank all of you. I want to thank As I said, all of you, but I want to single out a few who have stood with us. On that fateful day, I remember when I was called, when our brother Charles called me and told me Meshach has met a tragedy, and I was needed to rush where he is and to be with him. On that very first day, I could not reach him because we had friends who had taken control and was taking good care of him. And the following morning, when I rushed to City Mortuary, where we were to have the autopsy, I was happy that I found him in safe hands. And you know who the safe hands was? I found our brother Reverend was with him. Thank you so much. More than being a brother, more than being a reverend, you are brother to us. And I saw that when you came to give a helping hand to our brother who was at the lowest point. And at that moment, I may want to say this. You know, I'll speak. We are being told you are not going to speak. So I'll speak a little longer because this is part of the family. I found for the first time, I thought that civil society and this human rights movement, I thought it was a thing of the TV and Manamando and the street service. But that day, I found a different face of civil society and human rights movement in a company of Reverend was a representative of IMLU. And I was surprised. I saw a heart, and I said to myself, if God will give me resources sometime, I will donate to this movement because there is support. And Brother William from IMLU, wherever he is, may God bless him. There are several of them which I want to say. IMLU, I've said, Defenders Coalition. There are several of them. I want to single out two gentlemen that will represent all the movements that I am talking about. I remember our brother, Professor Gola. He was right with us from day one. I remember Brother Halid. I don't know where Brother Halid is. He told me he was going to come here. He was right there with us. I saw many of them. There's Brother Onjiro. There are several of them. There's a time when we were looking, we were about to have autopsy and things did not seem to move. They came in our support. And now let me mention this. They did not come in their tribal tagging. All of them, I saw Luos, I saw Kikuyus, I saw Kambas, I saw Luyas. And I was like, what is happening? They came to defend us. They came to mourn with us. They came to support us as Kenyans. Because they believe that we are one. We are one nation. We are Kenya. Thank you all for those who came. There are those who supported us. Up to now, I still receive notifications of support in my M-Pesa. People gave from their hearts. There are those who gave 1 shilling. There are those who gave 50 bob. There are those who gave 100. There are those who gave 500. There are those who gave 10,000. There's a day we were at the airport. Then one gentleman came and he noticed us. And after conversation, he asked me, I gave him the pay bill and he sent me 3,000 right there. One day we were at the LMS. LMS is the guest house for the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Somebody came, we were having a meeting, and then a gentleman just came and he said, I want to support this. And he asked for the pay bill and he sent 10,000 right there. So I saw, because I was at the heart of this all, I saw Kenyans coming together to support the family. And I want to thank all Kenyans, all who gave all their support. I want to single out two other people who came in handy. This lady with a heart of gold. She's called Anifa. On that day one, she came. And she realized that we needed to begin raising our funds